Hello! Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. As an empath, empath, I feel lots of stuff. I feel stuff, I see stuff, I hear stuff. I don't really hear stuff. It's not really hearing. It's hard to. It's your guts. It's your intuition. I just listen to mine more than people listen to theirs. It's because people listen to other people more than they listen to themselves. But they know themselves, so they know what's right for themselves. But we still have, as humans, continue to listen to other people tell us what's right for us when they don't even know what's right for themselves. It's really peculiar, but things are changing. People are starting to think more for themselves now, and I'm really excited for that. I wanted to read a little something. I've always been kind of skittish about writing because I hate grammar and punctuation, and I like to say words like ain't and got, and I sound a little podunk, every now and again. So when I write like that, it people that don't know me, it loses stuff, and then they just like, well, look at that idiot, because people are so quick to was it contempt prior to investigation? Anyway, it's a little something I wrote, posted it on Facebook, because, man, so many people are dying right now. Man, there's so many freaking... Ooh, there's an earthquake, 6.4, Bandon, Oregon. It's about 4.5 hours from here. It's down on the coast, north of Brookings, that area. I don't know if there's any tsunami. I know there's a warning, but not really sure how that ended up. And it happened about... It was like 9 to 8:30 this morning, and I dozed back to sleep, and I sleep. I've been closer to centers of earthquakes than that, and then not know it. It's weird, but there was so much seismic activity last night. It was freaking. I was woken up. I mean, I came from the Midwest. Storms, not. I mean, they got pretty gnarly out there. And since I lived in as long as I've lived here, I haven't been woken up by a storm. I mean, it rains here, but it doesn't lightning and thunder, and there was so much lightning and thunder last night. Artie went out, and I was, like, nervous, because I'm like, freaking dude, don't pee under that tree, you know what I mean? It was just like, don't stand under that pee. It was just, because you couldn't see lightning strikes, it just, everything was illuminating, so it was just, everything would light up, so it just looked like daytime for the duration of the lightning strikes. It was peculiar. It was not something I had experienced before. And I knew that the seismic activities, because the coronal holes are swinging around when they lock in, and that's when the seismic activity freaking increases, So, I mean, it's like there's so many... It's funny, because the government was supposed to have all these checks and balances, right? It doesn't, but it's supposed to. Theoretically, right? But nature, their checks and balances actually work, about the earth has ways to relieve pressure on itself. And we do too. We're just not learning from the earth, and, people are like, we have thumbs, so we have control over everything we do, right? And then what happens is they find out that there's, there's something bigger than them, and then when things happen, they're like, I didn't plan on that. Well, what happened to all your control that you had? Anyway, there's just a lot of contributions to freaking heaven. I think that it's a match. It's a balance, and because when our spirits, the way I look at it, I see it as when our spirits pass, like our last breath. That's our spirit releases out into the ethers, and then we go back to where our cosmic families are, right? Where our quantum connections are, out in the ethers, right? Dark matter. I think dark matter is just DNA in space, our spirit's DNA in space, right? We hang out with them, and then we vibe with them, and then, your spirit wants to experience things, because that's what spirits do, so you reincarnate. And all these people, all these spirits are reincarnated on this earth right now for this particular time. And things are just getting interesting, right? But there's a balance between the vibration in heaven, space, whatever, where the spirits go. the spirit locker, and the energy on Earth. So, when I think of divine, I think of it as a being, not a male being. Making God a man creates a lot of dissonance for a lot of ladies around the world, because a lot of ladies don't have good, positive impressions of men. So when you say God, he, make it male, it creates dissonance, because it's like a lot of women don't recognize, a lot of men haven't been for their best interest. A lot of men have harmed them and stuff like that. So you're going to tell them that a male God's ambivalent, when the reality of it, Apple Claire would like to share your screen. No. Decline. What? I've never, ever given Apple any permission anywhere. And I don't believe that was Apple. So, anyway, watch what you do, folks. Don't trust stuff. Tech is glitchy. Even if it comes from Apple and YouTube, just no. If it ain't right, it ain't right. Listen to your gut. So, I look at my higher power as non-gender specific. It's a balance of masculine, feminine, male, female, because there's a difference between masculine and male, feminine, and female. There's differences in those, okay? It's all things. The whole spectrum, all evil, all good is in, it's all things. Because look at how many people pass, and, babies pass for, they just stop, it's just their time, and then, what kind of God does that? Well, Source needs the energy now. It's a cooperation. There's lessons to be learned from that. There's, everybody has their path that's been set in their astrology, and then, we can get ideas of things that can happen, the possibility, potentials of energy, and how we can, it doesn't mean sit in your house and be afraid to go out and do stuff like that. It doesn't mean that. Be a shut-in and recluse and all that stuff. It's just trust your gut. And then when you go out in the world and feel nature, things that aren't for you, then just don't freaking do that. You know what I mean? So, I was talking to Mom this morning about that. I'm like, that creates a lot of dissonance, saying God is a man, and, and that's why it was really cool about these programs that let you define your own higher power and let you decide whatever that is, because it wasn't until I was given permission to do that, that was like the beginning of me taking, my power back in my own belief system. And because, like, the way I see it is like, men, we're men roles in society today. The real powerful ones have a lot of money, wear a lot of suits, and control who blows up what, and it's all for profit, and that's not malevolent, is that not? That's not loving to me, And then you have women who are the creator of all life in every area, and frankly, you don't really need the man to do it, but it's ideal, So it creates it, but it's all that idealism is coming down. I am so excited because people are thinking outside of their box. They're starting to think for themselves. They're starting to call B crap, bull crap, red flag, that's a lie, no more of this. Why are they still dumping the whole world knows we're in trouble, and people are still dumping garbage in the ocean. Where are all these brilliant ideas that are coming up? All these brilliant ideas in the background. Ideas. Because there's going to be a lot of them right now, right? There's supposedly all this evolution of spirit that jumps into the next dimension. The earth is going to, where is it? How come is that? Because people are still looking for stuff outside of themselves to make them feel better. But they're starting to get quiet because actually a lot of people aren't having a choice, because they're having tower moments, and it is unbeknownst to them. So I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. Anyway, I just wanted to read this. There's so much lost night right now, no matter if it's expected or not. Heaven has a lot of intake these days. Every time I see my feed, I am constantly reminded, love them while you got them. Life is too short to stay mad at people. More people are opting out of tomorrow. Love them while you got them. When people add to your spirit and you add to theirs, that is the greatest human exchange, the highest vibration, our currency, electricity, love, unless it ain't balanced. Keep them around. Everyone needs someone to love and be loved by. Keep the keepers. Love them while you got them. Please, before it's too late. Heyoka. I know life doesn't make a lot of sense right now to a lot of people. A lot of people are just going, I just don't even know. I mean, in so many areas. Like, they're waking up to it, it's like, how is it September already? I don't even know. You know, a lot of people are waking up, how am I still here? I don't even know. As soon as you get quiet, you start listening to yourself, you tune in, and you get the understanding and the knowing. I'm so excited because more people are doing that now. That's all I got for now. I'm going to maybe do a live later. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.